Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea Montgomery, owner and lead trainer of Knallhart Kennels and Training Academy in Iowa City, Iowa. This is video 2 of our training video series, and today we're going to cover how to prepare yourself to be a confident alpha leader for your dog. Regardless of the reason of why you obtained your new dog or puppy, you're going to need to establish yourself as a confident alpha leader. You, not your dog, will need to be the leader if you plan on developing your puppy or your dog into a well-mannered member of the family and society. The first step into ensuring that you're a confident alpha leader is to make sure that every training session that you go in with a goal and a mindset of what you're going to be working on. The reason for this is because if you don't go in with a goal and know exactly what you want to accomplish, many times your training sessions will go too long, you'll work on skills and not really get to the point of where you feel like you've accomplished things, and before you know it, you end up frustrated and your dog is not having any fun, okay? Make sure you go into every session with your goal. For example, let's say that we have a brand new 8-week-old puppy. Before I even took the puppy out of the kennel to begin training, I would make sure I knew exactly what I wanted to accomplish during that training session, whether it be teach the puppy how to sit being lured, teach the puppy how to down being lured. The reason it's important to know what I want to work on during the training session is because then I know at what point I'll want to stop. Many people train with their dogs for too long. You want to make sure you keep your sessions short, but you want to practice multiple times a day. What's also important is how do you plan on accomplishing these skills? Whether it be teaching a sit or teaching your dog how to walk on the leash, how do you plan on doing this? Our first video covered tools. So it's important to know what types of tools are you going to use? How are you going to use them? How are they effective? Make sure you ask yourself these questions before starting your training session and have a plan of action for how you plan to accomplish those skills that you had set for your goal. The next step to preparing yourself to being a confident alpha leader is during your training session, ask yourself, am I calm? Am I having fun? If your answer is no, then there's a good chance that your dog isn't either. You want to make sure that you're calm, you're under control, but you're also having fun. If you're not having fun and things are getting too frustrating, take a step back. Never, ever, ever continue to train if you are not having a good time and bonding with your dog. We have to remember that dogs are associative creatures, so if they associate training as a frustrating and negative experience, the next time that you get your dog out of the kennel to train, they most likely won't come into it with a positive attitude. Always remember, be calm, controlled, have fun, and continue to bond with your dog with a good attitude. A lot of times I see trainers who get so caught up in the skills that they want to accomplish that before you know it, 2-3 minutes into the session, they've already become frustrated, their dog is stressed out, and nobody's having any fun. Have a good time with your dog. Be relaxed. Be calm, controlled. This is all important to ensure that your dog is associating training time with a positive experience. Also during your training session, it's important to ask yourself, is my dog responding to the training methods that I'm using? If the answer is no, again, take a step back. Our first video was on tools. Make sure that you are using the tools correctly to ensure that your training is happening efficiently. If you're using a tool incorrectly, there's a very good chance that your dog isn't going to respond to the method and you will not achieve the skills that you're hoping to achieve. One tip to preparing yourself as a confident alpha leader is to make sure that you know what you'll do if your training session doesn't go as planned. A lot of people go into training sessions with their goals and with the right mindset, but not every time that you go into a session things will go as planned. Maybe your dog won't respond to your methods. Maybe there's a variable that you didn't account for. Regardless of what it may be, make sure you take time before your training session to plan what you will do if things don't go right. This will ensure that you can keep your training session on track and fun, even if unexpected variables arise during your session. All in all, to ensure that you're able to be a confident alpha leader during your training session is asking yourself, what are your goals? What skills does my dog need to accomplish in order for us to reach those goals? What methods will I use to accomplish these goals? Am I being a calm handler? Am I having fun? Is my dog having fun? Putting all these tips together will ensure that you can approach each training session as a confident alpha leader and you and your dog can train positively and have a great time. Thanks again for tuning in to Knallhart Kennels and Training Academy's Elite Training Series Video 2. We hope to see you guys next week on Video 3. Have a great time training. See you next time.